Hey, Karen, it's nice to have you here today with having a little chat with us.
I'm glad to be here too. Thanks.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, my name is Karen Crow. I have lived in Georgia most of my life. I am 59 years old. I'm married to Andy. We've been married for 37 years, and we have three grown kids and one grandkid.
Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about how fun the littles are when we're have so much more patience in our later years. I
Oh,
don't want to
it's
say
night
older.
and day. Yeah, to be able to love on them and play with them and then give them back is
Yeah,
just amazing.
and get a good night's sleep.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah,
I'm not tired all the time when I'm interacting with him.
yeah.
Yeah.
What does a typical day look like for you?
Well, I am kind of semi-retired, but I have my hand in a couple of different pots. Um, I work out every morning, and when I get home from that, I have several dog walks that I have to do. I have a little Frenchie named Leo, and he doesn't need a ton of exercise, but he needs some. Um, I a few times a week I'll have a meeting or a phone call or need to do some emails because my husband and I have a company. He basically runs it, but I kind of do this and that like as projects come along. I'm a creative type, so like whenever we're redesigning something, they want my help with it.
Nice.
Yeah,
I
and
got none of the creative gene. None.
oh, okay. It takes all types. I mean, will I will gladly call myself creative, but do not ask me to like account something or like write some software or anything like that. I'm never going to be a rocket scientist.
Yeah. So what made you decide to start on the journey with us?
Yeah. Um. So last year, my husband and I returned from 5 years of living on a sailboat, which was a great adventure, and I wouldn't trade it. But um, I definitely got into some habits that were not healthy. One of them was just drinking every day. It wasn't a ton of drinking, but it was like every day we'd have a cocktail, and then eventually it turned into two. And that, of course, led to some weight gain.
Mhm.
And between the weight gain and also feeling like I was just so established in that habit, and I brought it home with me, and I was like, this is not serving me. But I didn't feel like it wasn't strong enough that I felt like, oh, I need to go to AA or do some addiction recovery. But it also was strong enough that I was like, I need some help. I don't know what. So
Mhm.
I needed to lose some weight. I wanted to change my eating and drinking habits. So when my coach told me about y'all, I thought that might be a good fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had you struggled with your weight before your adventure?
Oh, definitely. I'm one of these that gains and loses the same 20 pounds her whole life. Like I've just
Mhm.
been a yo-yo dieter, and that had gotten worse. Like my baseline has crept up as I've gotten older.
Mhm.
Um, my standard weight in my 40s was not the same in my 50s, has not been the same. You know, it was not going to be good if I went into my 60s that way too.
Yeah. Well, and what did you try in the past to
Oh,
lose that same 20 pounds?
gosh. I've done everything except the ones where you like order the pre-cooked meals. Like, but
Okay.
I never did like Jenny Craig or Nutrisystem or anything like that. But I did Weight Watchers multiple times. I did Noom a little while it was out. Um, from time to time, my gym would hold a challenge, and we'd do something like the Whole 30, or we'd
Mhm.
do the 800-gram challenge. Or my husband and I, when we were on the boat, he would go on keto. And because I was cooking for both of us, I would just go on keto with him. And it would
Mhm.
work for a little while. Like I would lose some weight, but I could not sustain it. It was just none of it was something I would lose some weight and then gradually it just creeped back up, and I'd be back
Mhm.
where I started.
So what do you think is different about this coaching experience with me and Smart and Simple and
Yeah, I think it's multiple things actually. I think one, this does not feel like a diet. It does not, it's not the same mentality as a diet because the focus is different. I think we're focusing on developing habits. We're not focusing on losing weight, which losing weight does happen if you change your habits. So it's like, but it feels like a more positive focus. I don't feel quite as like angry and stomping around frustrated that I'm on a diet again, you know? Um, but also that it's not as restrictive.
Mhm.
So, which isn't to say that I haven't had to make some changes. I have had to make some changes, but
Sure.
nothing was going to change unless I made changes.
Mhm.
But um, but it didn't feel like I was trying to do like everything at one time, like make a total 180 and do things that I was not going to be able to keep doing in the long run.
Mhm. Um, what about any aha moments like, ah, yes.
Yeah, actually, yeah, there was something that you said when we were on a group call last year that has remained with me. And we were talking about treats. And I was talking about how I can't have cookies. And you were like, Karen, nobody ever got fat on a cookie.
Mhm.
And it was like a little penny dropped because, like, that the bigger context of that conversation was like all or nothing mentality.
Yep.
And I recognized, I didn't think that I had all or nothing mentality, but I
Mhm.
recognized with the cookie example that I did. I had certain rules that I had to follow. Carbs were bad.
Mhm.
Carbs like cookies were especially bad. Carbs like pasta were not much better. Um, and so I was I kind of got in this vicious cycle. That was contributing to my up and down because I would restrict myself and I'd be okay for a while, but then I'd get tired of never having dessert. So then
Mhm.
I'd have dessert every night for 3 weeks, you know, and undo whatever good I had done because I was, just eating more and more and more and more. I was going to the all side, and then I would just swing back to the nothing side.
Right. Instead of finding that sweet spot right in the middle where there's balance, you can
Yes.
have a treat, find
Right. You
put,
can
put
have
them
a
in your
treat, but it's not
plan and
taking over your life. It's not
Mhm.
turning into a lifestyle. It's just you have a treat once in a while because
Right.
that's how people live.
And when you restrict the way it's not only you, the way people restrict, well, then when those cookies come out, you're eating a whole sleeve of them
Yes.
because, okay, I'm only going to let myself have these cookies today. I'm never going to
Right.
eat these cookies again. I better eat them all
Right.
because no more after today.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the problem with cookies is like I never binge on broccoli. I never binge on carrots. When I have enough carrots, I'm full. When I have enough broccoli, I'm full.
Yeah.
Um, I can eat cookies. I could eat the whole package. I could eat the whole pan of brownies
Yeah.
because they affect me differently. So
Well, they're made
they're made
to
to affect
that
me
to
differently.
it's the manufacturer's genius of processed foods. They're full
Yes.
of one of three things, right? Remember, sugar, salt, fat, and most likely two, if not all three,
Yes.
because they're highly addictive, highly palatable, and digest very, very fast. So you're getting that high quickly. And then you come
Yes.
down and your body's like, hey, we want some more of
Want some
that.
more,
Yeah.
please? Let's have some more.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
still half a package in there. You can have a little more.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So what have you noticed physically, mentally, maybe emotionally about how you feel now?
Yeah. Um, I definitely feel better in the gym. I definitely feel like my clothes are not as tight as they were, but I would also say I just feel more balanced. I'm not like it's not been a perfect, oh, I lost weight, I've kept it all off kind of
Mhm.
journey. It's
Mhm.
been more I've lost weight, I've bounced up, I've lost it again. Like there's been instead of the same 20 pounds, it's 5 pound difference. And I'm not doing these big swings. I don't feel so out of control. Like
Mhm.
when I do like have dessert 2 days in a row, I know what to do. I know how to think about it. I know I have some tools that are just different than it's not like I have to go on a diet again.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and life will always throw you curveballs, right? And
Oh yeah.
so sometimes we get knocked down, and then you just have to figure out that particular curveball and then, get up, dust yourself off,
Right.
and yeah,
And I'm not beating myself up the
yeah.
way that I used to. That's just I think mentally a better place to be.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. What would you say to somebody else who is listening to us right now, or they've been sitting on the fence and um, they're not sure that coaching is right for them?
Well, I would definitely say that I think you're only going to get so far by yourself. Like
Hmm.
I think that's true in most areas of life that like I didn't get consistent with exercise until I found a community to exercise with and
Hmm.
people that care whether I show up.
Yeah.
And I think it's the same way with my nutrition, having somebody who cares about whether I creating a plan and following that plan, how well I'm sticking to that plan. It just makes a difference in whether I follow it or not.
Yeah. So support,
Support,
accountability.
support and
Yep.
accountability, but also like just after all these years of dieting, I thought I knew everything I thought I knew what to do. But there's so much more. Like I'm in a different stage of life now, you know, developmentally, as well as physically. And
Hormonally.
hormonally,
Yeah.
yes, menopause is it's a game changer. Like
Yeah.
all of the things that I used to do to try and lose weight are just not it's
Yeah.
not the same. And
It's
so
it's like your
I
body's
still need to
way
be
of.
educated.
Yeah. Well, and I like menopause. Somebody said this to me the other day, and I was like, I need to remember this. This is so great. That menopause is your body's way of saying, checkmate. I'm like, you're right. It really is. Oh, you think
Yeah.
you got this under control? Nope.
Nope.
Checkmate.
Yeah. It's like when you're parenting small kids and you think you figured out, okay, now I know how to get them to behave. And then
Yeah.
whatever that trick is, it quits working because you got to figure out the next thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Menopause,
Yeah.
same way.
Yeah. So what's next for you?
Ah, um, I recently went and got my CrossFit level one coaching
That's
certification.
awesome.
So I am looking forward to I don't really want to go into like full-time coaching, but
Mhm.
I had noticed in the last year or two that when any of our coaches go on vacation, everybody's scrambling. And I thought, oh, I could be a coach. I could like be on the bench and just come in when somebody's sick or whatever. And that's given me also some motivation to like coaching. I already feel like I have a responsibility to set an example in my class because I'm one of the older people at my gym. And so I want
Mhm.
to keep showing people that no, just because you're older doesn't mean you have to quit lifting weights. In fact, you should start lifting weights if you're not.
Yes. Lift
Um,
more weights.
yes,
Yes.
lift more
Yeah.
weights, get more committed to it. But also like the nutrition part of it matters.
Yeah.
And so I want to set a good example. It's not like I need to have a perfect looking physique in order to coach, but
Right.
I do want to like walk the talk.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
So
awesome.
yeah.
That's great. Now, what about anything that we missed? Did I miss anything that you'd want to share?
Oh yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that this journey really is about consistency. It is not
Yes.
about making swooping changes, like having to do everything at once. It's about take a small step, make a small change, get your water consumption like established.
Mhm.
And then like maybe pick up tracking your protein, make sure that you're hitting all your protein. Like there's all these little goals that you can set rather than having to um change
Overhaul everything
everything
day one.
day
Yeah.
one. Yeah. And like that makes it maintainable,
Mhm.
and maintainable makes it consistent, and consistent is
Mhm.
what works.
And consistent is what keeps it that way for the years to come.
Right. So you're not regaining it like
Right.
and then having to start all over again.
Right. And it's figuring it all out in the lifestyle that you want to lead. It's not, hey, you need to do this. It's like, okay, Karen, this is what your life looks like. These are the foods you like. Let's figure this out for you. So,
Right.
and instead of trying to live on somebody else's food plan.
Right.
Because
Yes, like imposing somebody else's, like I hate beans, and I I I'm at an age where I doubt I'm ever going to like them. Like I'm just not. But I have figured out how to eat a healthy diet without having to
yeah,
eat beans. Like
yeah,
it can be done. So,
it can be done for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story with us today. I really appreciate it.
I'm happy to. I really appreciate what you have done for me.
It's been so fun working with you.
Likewise.
All right. Have a good rest of your day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.